Hello everyone and welcome. In this video we will review the new and popular Marvel action sci-fi movie Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The film was written and directed by James Gunn, produced by Kevin Feige, produced by companies Marvel Studios, and distributed by Walt Disney Studios. Now it has a runtime of around 150 minutes, which is somewhat long for this genre, though not uncommon for a film of this scale and caliber, all the money behind it. It had a budget of around $250 million and a box office of around $748.4 million, though that figure is likely to grow a bit more given the film's brand recognition as well as positive reception from critics and fans. Cinematography was helmed by Henry Braham, edited by Fred Raskin and Greg DeAria, music done by John Murphy, all of which did a phenomenal job. I cannot imagine the amount of work that was put into making a film of this size and scale. Given that brand recognition and the expectations from these fans, the pressure must have been enormous, and all of these people delivered. Overall, a really good job from everyone listed here. Now, the cast list is a bit long. It's full of awesome actors, so I will take the time to list them and go over the plot and a spoiler-free review. If there are any spoilers mentioned, I will preface them with a warning, though that is unlikely for this video considering the film is still new. Now, the film stars Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, Zoe Saldana as Gamora, Dave Bautista as Drax, Karen Gillan as Nebula, Palm Kay as Mantis, Bradley Cooper as Rocket, Will Poulter as Adam Warlock, Linda Cardellini as Lila the Otter, and I cannot pronounce this person's name, but he plays the High Evolutionary, and I do apologize for mispronouncing anyone's name. Everyone did such a great job and deserves the highest respect, so if I did mispronounce their name or felt that I did, I will spell out their name under text. Everyone just did a really awesome job acting out in this film. I couldn't sit here and tell you who I thought did a better job or who was my favorite, since every single person brought their A game, and I mean it. So I will say it one more time. These actors all did a great job in this movie, every single one listed. And oh yeah, if you're wondering why I didn't mention Vin Diesel as Groot, it's because I don't respect the role of someone saying the same phrase over and over again for 99.99% of the movie, as well as having little to no lines to begin with. No disrespect to him, it's just the role is like pointless. They could have voiced that with any other actor, and I'm sure it's fine-tuned with some sound editing. So I do find that odd. That's a really weird thing. I hope they don't pay him a lot of money. I'd hate to find out that like his high salary demands hinder the film's vision in any way. I don't think that's the case, but if that was, that would be very upsetting, especially for the output, for this type of character. Now, I'll be going over the plot before reviewing the film overall. Okay, so the plot of the film entails the Guardians setting up their headquarters when all of a sudden an assassin named Adam Warlock, played by Will Poulter, attacks them and critically wounds Rocket. Adam flees due to an injury, and we are left with Rocket, who is unconscious. The Guardians try and save him, but find that they cannot do so without some sort of passcode that exists with a company called Orgo Corp. So the Guardians go on a wild journey to visit this company to get the code and save their friend and teammate. Now during this time, Rocket is dreaming, I guess, as you can say, whatever you are, hallucinating, whatever you're doing while you're unconscious, about the time he was tested on and experimented at this company. Keep in mind, guys, this film is mainly focused on Rocket the Raccoon, and it's not bad at all. When I first heard of that, I thought it'd be slightly off, but I was wrong. I do enjoy this character a lot, and I think you will too. That is as much as I care to go over the plot without going over spoilers or making it too long, since it is a lot to the story. Another thing I want to mention is if you have not seen this film before and you're an animal lover, you might have some hard times enduring some scenes where there are a lot of animals being tested on by this company. It can be a bit, how should I say, cruel. And it is very cruel, and of course it's all film, so obviously you could take the load off by knowing it's all a movie, but visually it is a little disturbing, and that's just something I wanted to throw out there. I noticed a lot of other YouTubers mention the same thing, and after viewing the film, it hit me too. I didn't think I would be that type of person to care about animals in the way that I did or do, and to see that happen, it was something notable, and something I wanted to mention with you guys. So overall review, the film is fantastic. The action scenes are phenomenal. The editing and special effects are great. The amount of work to be put into this movie must have been mountainous, and it all paid off. If nothing else, and you're a hardcore critic who hates Marvel movies, action movies, superhero movies, Man, if you cannot at least be entertained by that stuff, I don't know what will entertain you. Entertain's a very base level for the cinematic experience, in my opinion. There are other things that are more important, like the emotional aspects and the human aspects, etc. But I gotta say, those aspects of the film, the action, editing, special effects, and whatnot, all phenomenal. The costume and makeup are also great, considering this is a sci-fi movie. You're dealing with a lot of superheroes and aliens. Makeup and special effects, things like that, are very important. They did a very good job in maintaining that standard. It's really good stuff. The musical score was good. Keep in mind, with the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, it's all about music. Music's a big part of those movies. The acting was phenomenal. The writing was really good. They did a really good job with repetition. Repetition is really beautiful and a very powerful tool to use as a filmmaker, as a writer, and they really did a good job with that. Though there are some excessive parts of the film I will go over, and the cinematography was also great. Pretty much the whole darn thing was awesome. Now, the one gripe I had with the film was that there were one too many scenes near the end of the film where we are, under the assumption that a beloved character would die, only to be saved later on. Not necessarily the last minute, but even later on the events in which they are injured. I don't like it when a film teases you that much. A little bit here and there, sure, but I feel like they were reaching a little bit near the end, and it was slightly bothersome. A pointless critique, I know, since it is a superhero movie, and the suspension of disbelief is paramount to enjoying this film in any way, and enjoying it I did. I totally recommend you guys go out and see this movie. Now that's going to be it for this review. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for tuning in to check out my reviews. This one wasn't too in-depth given the film's quite new. I don't want to spoil anything, though I did really enjoy it. I think you guys will too. If I were to rate this film, definitely would be, I'd say between 6 and 7. Closer to a 7. Really good stuff. I enjoyed it. I might view it a little bit later on. That rating might change. I might like it a little more or less, though. For the most part, I really, really like this movie. Again, I think you guys will too. Thanks again for watching. You guys are the best. Don't forget to like the video if you did, subscribe for more content, hit that notification bell, and share it with friends or other people you know in the film community who would enjoy this content. That's going to be it for me. You guys have a good one. Take care, and God bless you.